Hello and welcome. Now I wanted to bring you in with this as I'm just doing a short series of extreme start from scratches for hopefully for going forwards choice of maps. I've got American ones, I've got European ones, and it came to my attention earlier when I was about to sort of release them that I haven't actually done any English maps. It's true, I've done quite a few, but all of them American or European, so I thought, well, we really ought to correct this. So I'm going on Bourneheath by Brummie Farmer. Obviously we're going in straight away from scratch, which you only get this on that screen, although of course, as I have said, actually you could do trickery to actually do this. The one thing you can't do though is, well, you could really always put screens together really like this, but I mean, it'd be difficult to do this. So we've gone straight into this. So we've got start from scratch. It is standard. Yeah, it's British, so it ought to be on pounds, I would say. And then we need to go to all of our settings, which would be hard economy. I'm going to keep it on that. I'm keeping this as a real challenge, an extreme challenge, because it is difficult on hard economy. It really is. It really stunts growth, and it means you've got to work really hard. Now we don't want any of that on, although we do want to save the game in case anything went wrong. And last time I said that on La Coronella Pro, it did exactly do that. 12 months, so 3-day seasons. Yeah, everything's on. I am going to knock that down because it really does very little, and I'm going to be very, as I did my normal settings really, to be honest, because the fuel usage is the one little tiny bit of a break that I give to myself. I'm going to knock back this to my tried and tested settings, and I have honed these over the so let's save that. So that's a base. Now it is obviously, now I say this, it's obvious, but sometimes the last 2 or 3 start from scratches, we've actually had equipment. So, you see? it seems to be that quite a lot of map makers are actually being really, really kind. Now we obviously, well, I presume we don't own anything, because you don't normally. No, we don't. We literally have, that is us. Let me hover out so you can see that when I press that, there's no selected blue items, as we know, like that. If I was to do it and I owned it, it would have blue writing on the fields. There's none of that going on. So then what we're going to do is straight away, now I've been trying to produce the most ultimate challenge, but still stay within the spirit of start from scratch, because I do realise we all know that you could buy yourself a patch of land, grab yourself a chainsaw and do what's been done 1,000 times before, but that's not really, as I know myself, because this is my game start, that's not really what start from scratch is about. It really is extreme enough already. I mean, it gives you a bit of a leg up when the map makers are so kind as to give you a lot of equipment like that. Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of equipment really. You could sell this and it would sort of destroy the necessity of a start from scratch. I mean, yeah, we've got pretty much what your heart desires really, which is quite phenomenal. So it is the 8-meter repeat as well. The standard repeat, not the special one. Dial by roller of 12.3. Well, no, it has to be a 12.3 really. Yeah, then you've got the crossflow as well. Fantastic. So yeah, brilliant. I mean, I'm not being funny, but this is not awful equipment. It's absolutely quite fantastic. That being the exception would not be my choice. But then, to be honest, if I'm not mistaken, that actually is the one that has got the windrow built in. So really, not terribly important that it hasn't got that. Oh, there are collectibles on the map, and we will collect any that we pass, but we will not be doing a run on this. Oh, okay, well, I can't pretend I didn't see that. Now this looks like, obviously Brummie Farmer's gone for the standard thing where everything disappears. Now it's quite funny, obviously being a start from scratch always, even in FS19, always was a bit of a shock that was what the option that you get given, it seems to go to me that it goes that you can work up to the farm. Now can you though? So Brummie Farmer might have destroyed the house, but it does look. You see, and this is what I think start from scratch should be. Just because you can't start, what about? I mean, it's all about building up your income from a real hard start, but being given the chance really, and if your farmyard's destroyed, then it really goes a little bit against the sort of grain of what a start from scratch is, personally. So this looks, wow, amazing. I'm actually just trying to look around the farm, and obviously any that we see as we go. So it's a beautiful farmyard. Robots, which I'm quite used to now. Oh no, it won't let us do it because we don't own it, but I can see that as well. It's amazing. A lot of mechas are going for pink, colour pink, but the blue is just as bright and vivid, so that you can. Fantastic! My very old friend. I go for the small one now. I've actually taken this one out of my games. I've got no, because I prefer the smaller one. It fits very well on most Let's Plays. So this would be our playground if we chose to buy this plot of land, which again, I like the idea of that going forwards. We'll have a look how much it is. Very interesting. Yeah. I love the choice of tractors that we've got. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is, I will get on with it honestly, is I'm trying to produce a game. I usually do like a 6-month start where I'll start in August and I'll give myself 6 months to find some equipment, but really we've got some equipment, so we are ready to rock and roll straight away, but we have only got 305,000, but so we've got no land. So really, if I can stop hitting my keyboard, we really need to look at prices. How much would that cost if we bought it? More than we can actually afford straight away, and if we did do that, we couldn't actually make a start. So then let's have a look at prices on the map and also where everything is. Let's see, a grain elevator, sawmill. The vehicle shop is up at the top of the map. Now I've got to be honest, it's always been one of my favourite things to be close to the vehicle shop, but I mean I can see that we're smack bang in the middle of the map, which is fairly good because it means you're equidistant from everything around the map, really, which is not a bad place to be. But obviously we start from scratch, so we need to be checking field prices to see what could we possibly do. See that these would cripple us, literally. Now it is true that on some maps you do get given a bit of a leg up with a particular field. That's near the biogas plant. I do recognise that, and I don't know whether this is a biogas plant where you can. Now I've put the new crop types have coped, and we're not getting any crashes and burns. So it seems to be that everything's standard. Yeah, it's got them all as well. Fantastic. So that is quite interesting. Yeah, not got any crashes or anything like that. So anything. That is, it's a horrible field. 151. So that's the smallest we've seen so far. 92, but it's 206. That's bigger than it looks. 217. I'm just doing this because there are occasionally map makers do this kind of thing where they do give you a cheaper field. On lots of the old FS19 maps you used to get this, and even Giants did that on Erlingra, actually, on the one behind the thing, which was beautiful. It really was a very nice change that Giants had actually done that. I mean, we've had free fields by Oxygen David on a few different maps. Wow, so field prices are really a bit crippling for us. That is definitely one thing I'm going to say. There's very little. Field 21 is probably, or 22, but then that's got 21. We've got grass. It's a horrible field though, and that's well expensive for us. 27's my favourite number, but we wouldn't be able to afford any productions at all, and that's disgraceful, horrible silty clay field. 398. Gordon Bennett. That's horrible as well. In some ways, though, I would like it. I was saying this, if you couldn't see what bonus you got, because in some ways, I'm always tempted to go for the nice bonusy ones like that. It would be worth doing that, but we'd have 44,000 or less, 43 and oddments, which is a very difficult start, to be honest, even with equipment. And I'm trying to do it. That's not too bad. Not as good a bonus as that. That's a little bit special. That would give us a bit of a fighting start. I wouldn't keep it forever. And the one bad thing is that I like to have is a little bit of extra land like that, where you could actually stick a bit of a farmyard. Well, 21 actually, although it's horrible, has got a bit of extra land. So can we pop over and see that one and have a look? So we need to be heading north. I'm going to put a bit of a spurt on so that I have... We're not going to take us forever to get there. So is this an option? Can we do this? It's very flat. Yeah, so all of this land here, we might need to... well, there's bits and bobs. Again, we wouldn't be here forever, but that doesn't mean to say you wouldn't keep the grass field. It's a fairly hefty grass field, and there's quite a bit of room on both sides. How do we get to this? How do we get to the shop? It's a bit of a run. Looks to me like at some point you can cross over, it says, without actually knowing this as a fact. Somewhere, please. We've got to run all the way up here. This is going to be a bit of a... Whoa, now that is a bit... Gordon Bennett. Wow, it goes right to the shop though. Oh, it is as well. Oh, hang on, there's a place at the bottom of this. Ooh, that is a bit of a bind. I've got to be honest, that is going to be a bit of a deal breaker. It is. If I'm honest, that puts me off straight away. That gives us 75,000-ish left over and a bit of room at the side. That equally... Yeah, the 225 one though does at least... It's a shame because that's got a better bonus, which it is interesting. Is it enough for us to do a production? Well, it is in a way. If we go for a particular production, I'd like to have a generator, but I think that would literally cripple us. Can we go and have a look at it? Well, actually, we're probably better. Let's go to that one. It's so important. I used to rush into this. I used to just literally rush onto the map. Now, choose the one that you're going to. You want to be going straight to the right, that way there. Yeah, I used to rush into this, and many a Let's Play I've come a cropper of it, so I have learned a little bit to be careful now. Is it field 15? Which is plot 27. It was. Yeah, I think the bonus would literally be fantastic. It's just, yeah, we can't even cut it though. It's first growth stage. Still, that is what it... Yeah, there's a bit of ground here where we could stick a production, because the one thing that is important from a start from scratch is that you've got to have a bit of land to be able to do something with that's other than your field, without hopefully wrecking your field. Now there's a few little spaces around the edge for productions. It's a bit lumpy, but then it is what it is. I'm glad that it is, as Mr. CP would say, undulations. Very nice headland, which has got the ability to have productions on. Again, the corners especially good. Down the side not so much, but things like the Omatarnas, farm production, stuff like that, it would actually do. This bit is the bit we would probably steer clear of, or have a shed facing the field. Yeah, again, we actually, to be honest, that would eventually lump in with us buying the farm back, and you could still have that, really. So it probably fits everything if we bought that particular field. So we're going to do that. That is going to cripple us. We're down to 48,140, but we do own this. We've got absolutely nothing. I'm going to buy shop bought things until it comes to animals, where I may or may not go for the biogas plant or our own biogas plant to be built. But we are going to have a quick look at the biogas plant right now and see, is it one of those that's going to cost an absolute fortune? And let's slow down again now. Is it this one or that one, or is it the one? It's usually the one in the middle, isn't it? We should go to the building here with this type. Oh my life, that's dearer than normal. Ooh, yeah, we will not be buying this one. No, definitely not. Ooh. I do think I can see. Oh no, it's a blue flower. It's a blue flower. Oh, okay, but that isn't. So there are different coloured ones. Amazing. Well, at least it was worth coming down here. We've had a bonus. We've won the lottery, you could say. So yeah, smash it. Interesting. Am I looking for things? I'm not really. I'm really having a look around, but obviously I probably will. You would think if any were going to be lying around, they probably wouldn't. I like this. I do like the addition of this. It's quite interesting, actually. And there is a bit of... I can see something there. No, I think that's actually just a map object, really. Right, that's it. Yeah, I'm not trying to like build a Rome in a day. Now then, let's have a look. One thing I always say is study your map. What special things are there on this that are out of the ordinary, that don't look like normal things, crop types or things like that? Now we know there's the new things. These are all modded ones. Usually if there's crop types, I think there are. You can usually tell by looking at your cedar, and sometimes mainly cedars usually. No, this is standard crop types. So no, we're a completely normal map by Brummie Farmer on Bourneheath. So yeah, we bought our field. Why is my money? Oh, I've just found a fat. Oh, has my money gone up? Because yeah, we've got that. Right. So we need to. There's nothing we can do. Do we stick a? There's nothing we can do on our farm. We will get, obviously, I will get all this lot to that. In fact, we could borrow one right now, which is the fastest of these. I think they're all equally 32. None of these are particularly fast, as in like the 39 or 37 miles an hour ones. Yeah, they're all 32 miles an hour. There are some things I would change, not to make money, although we probably would make a little bit of money with some of the things that we don't need, or I would swap out for equipment that I would actually want to use. So I think I'm going in the completely wrong direction. Actually, we need to be going north. To the field that we've just bought, which is, can we go north, or are we going to fall down into that? Yeah, we need to find the way out, don't we? Which is sort of the way that I'm going. We'll carry on round, and there's like a bridge or something over there, which I think is probably straight past all our equipment. I'm looking forward to if and when we do own this beautiful farm. It looks very nice, and I would do that. So yeah, that's why I like it, where if you on a start from scratch map where you can actually do that. No, still got to go. Yeah, follow the road. We should get to our field now. Let me open the gate because we don't own it. Oh no, it will. Only I think I shut it again. Yeah, that has been thought of. Yeah, it's amazing. I was on La Coronella Plus, and there obviously was a house there. That's disappeared. I'm not worried about that though. It's not the end of the world. So our field is the one opposite us right now. I don't know where the entrance is. It looks like to the right. Yeah, so rules of engagement. If contracts are on the map, which I believe they are, I'm sure it did make mention of that, we can do them, but I'm not a massive one unless we have got to do so. Yeah, as in like to make a bit of cash. If we get stuck or something like that, I do sometimes do it. I've always liked to focus on our farm if possible. So here we go. This is our way in. Not terribly far away really from our double gates. I do love that. Yeah, I'm a massive fan of double gates, so you can get your big equipment in. Right, so this is us. So half of this is ours as well, this headland, and all of this is ours. So that is a point actually thinking about it. Not all of that is ours. This side of the field to the right, next to 41 is, but that to the left of us, near the dry stone wall, now that is all ours. Of course it is the smallest. There's a bit of room here though, even if it's a little bit lumpy. This is fairly flattish if you went close to the back, like for a shed or something like that. Although I've got to be honest, I think I would probably go productions more than anything. We've got very little sort of things to do really. I suppose the one thing needs. We're gonna have to ignore that. I don't know if it does affect grass. I seem to recall people having arguments about this and saying it doesn't affect it, but I think if you've got needs ploughing enabled, it is gonna actually affect things. So we have got that enabled. So for us to rip this up is probably necessary. Although we wouldn't do it. We would not do this at the beginning of this sort of thing. Definitely not. So we've got 49,140. We've not got the money even for a placeable. Apart from, I think, what do we do? How would we? What partner would we bring in first? I think we'd need to do a combination of, and this is going to be right. Yeah, let's save the game right here now. And let's also put interactive zone markers on and actually show everyone that sometimes I can be intelligent and actually stick them on when we need, because I usually forget this at this point. So then, this is probably the best point that we've got, and there's quite a nice head, and that's the biggest. Now we're not going BJ because we couldn't possibly afford it straight away. But there are a couple of productions that work well together. I'm trying to think whether we can afford 30. Not quite. Although it has got a trick up its sleeve that does earn you money almost straight away. It does actually. That is true. Being as our back is to the wall. Now the other thing is, we haven't checked what the sales have got on offer. Do we sort of pull a little bit of a stunt and swap one of our big tractors? I don't like doing that in a way, but I've got to be honest. We've been given a hand, really. It's not a bad lorry. I do like that a lot, actually. I've had that an awful lot. It's also got a hitch at the back. So, is this one of the Pepe ones? I'm not sure that it is, actually. Well, there is a way. No, it's by Gravfeldschmieds and Ing something. Yeah, And that Valmet also, likewise, is a very good tractor. I am a little bit tempted to cash in the chips of one of our tractors. He says as he goes to actually look at the. Right, we've got two John Deeres, almost identical in. They are actually identical. Oh, but that's the smallest. But yeah, it's nice to have. I think we could afford to get rid of one of our tractors and swap that for the Valmet, and also to buy the lorry too. What equipment would I swap out? I will meet you at the thing. I'm not a massive fan of the half pipe, really not. Never have been. No, I got that in No Man's Land, and it was one of the quickest. I think I had to keep it. It's just got such a small amount. Don't get me wrong, it's very well made, but it's just capacity is not fantastic, and that is important. It's a lift as well. I think telehandler I'm definitely keeping. I love the JCB. And we'll keep the. We'll probably sell the Magsies and get something I like. The Tedder, very rarely use it, but I've got to be honest, that is a good one if we're going to do it. Usually use the Omatana. So do I? I probably. We could probably afford the Omatana from doing that. Keeping the Cedar, I do like that a lot. Roller we're keeping. Mowers we're definitely keeping. Windrower, no, because I think and the weights likewise. I'll swap for weights that I actually like. The Header, we're keeping. Everything that's a fairly decent size. I'm keeping the harvester. We've got a forage wagon. Now that will do nicely then. Yeah, we will keep that, and we've got the breadall. We'll probably go for the upgrade straight away. And we also have the cultivator. I think we'll swap that one out, the Cockerling. Not that I don't like it. I love the jockey. I'm a massive fan of the Cedar. That is amazing. But I'd probably go smaller. So there's a bit of cash that's going to be available for when we've done all that swapping. I am going to probably get my Super Duper Lima that I buy pretty much on every Let's Play, because it's just got a superpower that beats the breadall into the ground. Even though it's bigger, it's got a superpower. So yeah, we will be doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything down at the shop. Only big vehicles, weights, and that I'm just going to sell where they are. So we'll do that on camera now. All of the things like And also the telehandler tools, because I will be swapping these out for ones that I actually like a lot. Trailer, we will take that down and swap out. Tedder, likewise, we will take down. Windrow will take down. One of the tractors, and everything else apart from the cultivator is going to stay. It is. So I'm going to see you down at the shop. Now then, I've got the interactive zone markers on. No, or did I switch them off? No, I've left them on. I thought when what we were doing. So where is the actual point where we can sell things? Looks around there. So we'll take everything round and sell everything, so we know what hand we've been dealt with. I've got this because we're not actually working yet. The times are 0.5 because we're not actually working just yet. You could argue this is work, but really this is setting the scene of the Let's Play. Rules of engagement. I do love those marks on the concrete. Very nice. Yes. So let's get all of this little side. I'm going to sell the tractor last, obviously, because we do need it to drop everything off here, which is definitely necessary. So, and I hope I remember that because I'm a terror for like. Right, so sell, yes, and sell, yes. Yeah, and always goes against the grain a little bit to sort of throw it. It looks like you're throwing it back in the map maker's face, their kindness, but it's a bit of a battle, and a start from scratch especially, although I've got to be honest, it really does make it nice when this, it does take, oh, no, that was the Bredel. We've not brought the Bredel to sell, we brought the Bredel to change, yes, so that's going to be another cost. I want to see exactly what we've got left when we've done this, because we're starting straight away, no waiting 6 months, no, yeah. And of course we have got to buy those vehicles, so let's do that now before they actually disappear. We are going to go, oh, it's on the full one. Wheels, hose connections, standard, that's the back. So it has actually got the electrics on the back as well. Yeah, although you can't see them terribly well. Right, base frame. I'm going to chrome it. I like this. I've actually found what I really do think the perfect colours. I love it in silver. Do we keep the wheels red? Blue does not suit. No, let's do it a black chrome. Yeah, I actually quite like that. And the Valmit. Oh, what's a different colour? I think we will do. We will go for the chip version, which just cost us $1,000 more. It's not got a front hitch. There's nothing you can do about that on this, but it has. Yeah, we could go max, and it's very reasonable. Tools, wheel weights, yes. Attachers. No, it's the front loader attacher I want, yes. That's going to make things different because we can even put a front adapter on for a grand total of 16,187 for another 150 horsepower tractor. I think that is everything. I don't know what that actually does. I'm going to keep it that colour, it's quite nice. And that is that. So we can really now actually sell this because we have got a tractor here. This is obviously the thing that's going to make us the most money. Oh, wow, that actually did make a big difference. Right, so then we need to grab you and adjust this. So we're down to only one. Why is it every time I come onto this game my TV wishes to switch off? Every single time. Right, so we need to repair this. So we've got 250 horsepower tractors and one bigger tractor, which is going to be the mower, because it's the only one that's going to be able to cope with that kind of... Ooh, okay, we did can see you. We want to customize you big and 6 meter. And we want to repair you. And we've already done everything about that. Fantastic. So that's all done. We'll use this, I think, mainly for fertilising. We'll stick the I can see the weights actually. I do like that. This has had quite a lot of work done to it. I think it's SR Vertex. I don't know if that means senior Vertex or what, but yeah. I think I'm right in saying that. Actually, can that... This can grab an awful lot actually on its hitch. It's a beautiful little thing. It can't reverse very quickly. It can handle almost anything in the game. And I'm talking big trailers. The 100 and... it's a cup. I think it'll defeat it. It will. But it doesn't like reversing. Yeah, but it is fantastic. It can really punch above its weight. It's definitely one of those that will give you a nice surprise, because you'll look at it and you'll think it's only repair. Yes. Yeah, you'll think, oh, it's not. It's a bit of a chugger. It gets up to speed gradually, but it is a real. Now, can it? I think that's a cup as well, so it can't really help us. Luckily, we have a tractor that can. So we've actually got a flag on the top. Let's take that. The last thing we're selling. So actually, to be honest, this has given us a massive leg up. I mean, massive. But we have got to spend some money as well. And the first session is really about me setting the scene and getting everything done like this, and buying everything that we really need. So let's do that now. Let's just buy the things that we've just destroyed. The other thing is you've got to be careful. That is also true. We have got we're going loose because we've got that already. So we've not got a Baler, but we have got that. We do need to buy well, we don't need to, but we're going to. I'm going to buy because this has got a secret, the superpower it has. I have this on, and it used to be the WMXL, which is also by, Rory Christie is brilliant. I like that one a lot. That's really fantastic for the price. But this one here, which I always do in the voucher, nearly always, this is stupendous by Holes FS. I have never found anything to equal it like that. Now we've got rid of the cultivator. And is our thing no-till? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. So really, that is the cultivator too, except for ploughing. And being as we know that we need to plough, and I will go for what has become a real steady. This is almost guaranteed that I'll also have this almost, because the other thing is it's got a built-in mulcher, and I never change the colour because it's actually my favourite two colours together. So that's that. We will need a stone picker if we're going to do that, although to be honest they are really, I think we'll wait. We don't necessarily need it just yet. Now then, do we need a windrower? Ours has got a built-in windrower to begin with. We don't need it. We will in time, but again, gives a chance for the sales. We did get rid of telehandler tools, although we don't really need them at the minute. We will replace them. It's not like we've not got the cash. So let's do that now. I am going to go for a big bag handler, which probably isn't a shock to anybody really. We are going to also get our weights, both tractor weights and also telehandler weights. Now I'm going to go for this by Keeler Modding, and it's got a 3-point catch hook like the Reutering that I've always used. Now then, colours, I love the fact you can colour it. Was the one thing I used to not like about the Reutering. So we've got 2 greens. Do we go for an in-between green? Does it? Wow, it's cost us nothing either. So this is, I'm going to be careful though. This is a cracking weight. This isn't for the telehandler. No, it's not. Right, which I think, is it to the right or the left? I can't remember. I think it's to the left, it is. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way again. Ah, there we go, the Weefro. Now we've got a yellow, I will keep it that, and we'll go JCB. God, it's... Right, yeah, it does cost a little, I know. Right, so we've got our weights back. Headers and windrows we don't need as of yet. We haven't got a trailer. That's the one thing. Are we going to go big straight away? Do we just go for my favourite? It's a push as well. It's one of the... I will keep it the colour that it is as well. Fantastic. So then let's have a look at our setup. 2 fertiliser spreaders, 1 for liming, 1 for fertilising, and 1 forage wagon. Small-ish, not terribly massive. 1 fantastic harvester, which I am not selling, I'm keeping it. 1 150 horsepower. I think that can be upgraded to a 246, I think. I'm not sure. That one is 280 horsepower, which is got to be the mower because the combined horsepower of our 2 mowers is quite a lot. 160 and 230 in total, so it's got 50 horsepower to cope with hills, and there were a few on that one. So that is fantastic. 1 trailer, 1 telehandler with weights, as we've seen. 1 small tractor. It's fairly hefty though, really. 6.1 ton tractor, and it's more, if I remember rightly, because we've just put the wheel weights on. Oh no, it is 6.1 ton. So it does actually show you proper weight as is. So I think I can take that. I think it's a cup again, but I think this H2 Studios one is a little bit special in so much as it's sort of like almost got like a multiple use hook. So I'm sure this is perhaps not. Nope, it's not. Okay, right, well there you go. Do we go for a trailer? I think we will. We will do that. Do we go for TPS? I think, well, for once, I think actually we've got... We're going to go for low loaders. Yeah, we've got a little bit of spare cash. I don't want to waste it, but yeah, I'm going to go for the 50 footer. This one is made for a lorry, really. We're going to go dovetail. I do like that. I didn't used to, and I'm going to keep it gooseneck because it's made for this, for the extra height. The front stanchions actually go into the floor with a bumper pull quite a lot, so it's actually, we're going to go medium because it's an English map. 11,500 for what is, yeah, and it could be used for bales or grabbing stuff from the shop and everything. I'm going to keep it black. I actually like that. So what else do we need? We've got the plough, grassland care, we've got a roller, miscellaneous, I know, scanner, of course, we are on precision farming after all. So we're going to go for my standard 65, and we are going to change its colour, and we're going to go for, I like the orange, the shooting, yeah, I do like that. I think we're just going to go for like that. It'll sort of match the small tractor that we've got. And also, thinking about it while we're in miscellaneous, there is... Yeah, we're also going to need a water. Yeah, we will keep it that colour actually. We are going to need a water thing, that is true. Let's go to the Omatana, because it is just so reasonable, as well as a 20 tonner. So it really is one of those no-brainers that nearly every single Let's Play you will see me have the not super duper one, but the one that is still very, very good. And I do love Doctor Who, so do you know, we're going to keep that colour. I think that's it. That's what we need to start. We do need some lime and fertiliser. Not a lot though, no, it's true. If we go for, we don't need any seeds to begin with. We're going to buy 1 of those. And one of the fertiliser pallets by the Lord, which is not very far in. Fantastic. Now, I don't know if we've got a silage additive tank straight away, but that is, I think, I'll get this lot to the field, which is the farmyard, to begin with, get it all hooked up and everything. And yeah, I don't want to waste time. So we're down to 237,698. Now then, I'm going to meet you down the field. I'd like to place the productions to set the scene of where we're going to go. So I'm going to see you down at the field shortly. Right, I'm down at the shop. One thing I'm going to do is, as I've started to do all the way through this, I'm just putting the fertiliser in that one. We'll grab that. I'm going to buy a telehandler, but it's not going to be mine. It is going to be the shop's. So we're going to grab a telehandler, and it is going to be just for the shop. It's going to be it's going to be the Schaefer, the big Schaefer, which is my favourite telehandler of all. We'll go for the biggie, 140,000. I think all we really need is the big back handler. I would say should be enough. Shouldn't need the back weight. If it does, then I'm gonna buy it, because it's gonna be me that gets the benefit from it. I can't ignore that fact. But yeah, I can't afford to lay that out. I'd started to do this on almost everyone. So 140,000. We'll just call it 140,000. I think I can cope with the 140,000. So that is property of the shop and is only to be used down the shop. But although I've got to be honest, when you've got a telehandler yourself, it doesn't really, I was going to say, it doesn't become a big matter really, does it? Just saves you running your telehandler down to the shop all the time. Right, smashing. Let's get that straight onto here. The big line bag, the line big bag even. I can say it the right way. We need to be sticking the. Oh, that's not got that. Let's stick the zone marker. Oh no, because we really need to. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a longer one than a normal, but yeah, I'm going to run these up off camera. And we're going to stick this up, and then the one thing I'd like to do is put our beginning productions, which is going to seriously. I'm going to try to not have the BGA. Try. I can't promise that I won't. It's a work in progress, working out whether or not I can actually do that. Now, can I open this? For some maps, it doesn't let you do it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Right, I'm going to meet you back at our field. Yeah, I did actually. I haven't bought a front loader. I made such a song and dance of the. I'm going to go for the Banderanti because I think it's the smallest one that we've actually got. It will fit on what we need. Although I don't know, there are other ones as well that actually might. I always find this is quite small. 150 horsepower. Surely there's other ones that are smaller. And obviously not the specialist ones. 120. AGM. It's actually although it's small, it's fairly long. I find. I'm trying to think. Is there one? Ooh. Oh no, these are for these are the Massey Fergusons, aren't they? Metal Fac. It's the MX that I'm thinking of. And the MP lift. I think they're short too. Is that the smallest? 60. Not sure that it's any smaller than the Banderanti. I found the Banderanti personally the very best that I found. The one thing I don't like about it is you can't change the colour, but it is unique, so we're going to go for it. Right, yeah, we need to stick that on, and we've got the adapter already. Most things are up there. Stick that on as well. Because without that hasn't got a front 3-button link. And I did want to run it like that with the adapter. Right, smash it. Fantastic. Right, now I think that there's going to be something I've forgotten. I'd realised that we've got a bit of a hand up with the. Yeah, I know it is a Pharaoh Trek. isn't it? In fact, I'm going to take you with me on this first journey, because we've not seen this at all, and then we're going to place our productions, and then, oh no, it's going to extend the time. We'll do that on a normal session. This time I'm going to meet you down at the farm. Stick this on the field because we may well be using the headlands. Yes, I do indicate when people aren't watching. It's true, I do. I try to keep in the habit so that you don't. Thank you very much, young man. And obviously I've not got my Star Wars names on yet. This is the first session, so I will endeavour to do that. We're going to have... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. I was going to say we're going to go down. We'll go through. We will. First session, we're going to go through till September morning. I think we'll do the one dreadful thing that I hate doing, which is to actually cut this in either August and September or October when it's third growth stage. It might grow one, but then if we've got it says it needs ploughing. If it's going to hit us, it would probably best on when we've cut it to literally rip it up and replant it. So we will need to do our grass. Yeah, we shall. Right, I've got everything. Oh, that's the point. I've got everything on the side of the field. I don't think we're going to put anything there. No, I don't. In fact, we'll just have to make sure we don't. So then, 232,000, and we need our productions, our 3 productions. I'm going to put the biggest one down first, which is my Cavalier Roy. This is quite a new find for me, to be honest. I think it will probably be on quite a few Let's Plays. I'm going to go with the production shed and the Omatana. They are the 3 probably mainstays on almost every Let's Play, unless you set me a challenge not to use them for a particular Let's Play for any reason. So then it needs to have... Actually, that's probably... we do it... I think I'd like that there, so you can run straight onto that. It's going to take a bit of the edge of the field. Shouldn't do really. Oh, it should. It should. Well, we've not got any courses laid, and if we're going to do it, it's a good job we didn't go much further because we'd have ruined their thing. Now we're also going to do the Omatana, the farm production by Omatana. Now I'm going to do this so it's in the middle. As in not the middle of the field, although I have done that. It's not a terrible thing, but in the middle, as in like on the edge of the middle. So it's equidistant to go, being as we're going loose. Really? Do we do it in the middle and do something different for a change? It's going to mean you need to do islands. I don't think so. We're going to leave it there, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's also gone into the field a little. I thought I'd pulled back enough that was not necessary. And the last but not least is in the trio of terrible trios. I'm going to try to stay clear of the this, and I will probably start to mix food for ourselves. We'll stick this right next door, and yeah, we will. Now this 2 does a front, but it doesn't have any. Yeah, it doesn't have any like concrete or anything. So if there are any prettiness, has it got the cobbles? My favourite? No, it hasn't. Fairly limited palette. We'll go for asphalt lead to match the others. I think we'll link these almost like they're one production. I'm going to stick a tap in straight away. We're going to stick it straight in the middle, so it's between both, really. We're going to go for the Omatana tap as well, because its fill rate is rather special. It is. We're going to switch off the zone markers in a minute. I think what we're going to do is do a blob of painting, and I'm going to put concrete, so it's a different. Looks a little bit different. Oh, that was a bit bigger than I thought. Container sometimes lets you get away with that, but not today. We'll probably buy a fuel thing. Yeah, no, that's right. That's at the front. Actually, I didn't realise that the fill's off centre. So we'll do it like that. Although it has got a fairly decent So there we go. That is our starting thing. We're down to 175,514. Do we start? What I'd like to do is get us. One of the first things I'd like for us to do is to buy the farmyard. So I'm going to try and not spend any money. We've got halfway there. Really. So I think we will. That's what we're going to do. So the team is down here. Apart from just a few, we are going to need the rapid. The Trion can stay. We are going to need that. We'll go and run and get that, and we're also going to need those. What is that? I can't see what it is. And we're also going to need this as well. I'd like to see if this can be upgraded. I don't know if we. I don't think we've got. I didn't see a machine shed. I'm going to buy one of the waves, one of the toolkit mods. That one has opened, even if it was in there. So yeah, now there's a fuel tank in time. In fact, we could be clever and grab this. No, I'm going to do this off camera. All that remains to be said for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.